you from the R547, where three trucks were set alight yesterday. According to the information that we got from the police, is that six gunmen ambushed one of the drivers here and instructed him at gunpoint to block the road, and thereafter they set the truck alight. Fortunately, the driver has escaped and without any form of injuries. But what we can tell you that is that the fire from this very same truck behind me has actually affected other two trucks. And as I can tell you, that is that the other trucks have been removed because the road was actually closed, and this is the only road this side that is connecting Mpumalanga and Limpopo. So this district of Sekhukhune, and this other side is actually Lydenburg. So according to the information that we got from the police, is that these six gunmen are still unknown, and they fled with another car. That is the police are still trying to actually establish the information around that particular issue. But I can tell you that this very same wreckage that is still here is carrying chrome from the local mine, is actually affecting the traffic flow on this area. But I'm now joined by Mtate Molapo, who is one of the motorists in this area, just to tell us about how this is affecting them. Mtate Molapo, thank you so much for joining us here on SABC News. Just take us through, as the motorist who is traveling through this R547, how is this incident affecting you?
The incident is really affecting us as the residents of Sekhukhune side, whereby we're traveling every time on this road. It's actually a very busy road, but when you see things like this, we know we're living in a democratic dispensation. We can't avoid that, but people do have rights, and if ever there's some way, there's always somewhere in the country where you find truck drivers, they're having this ups and downs, but for the sake of our country to carry on with our lives, we're really saddened by the whole situation. Because imagine a truck like this, these things cost quite a fortune, and if somebody just came here with their anger and then come and put this thing on light, and it's actually very, very bad for us. We're using this road every time, and then it's a very busy road, economic road actually, where we're connecting. There's a lot of trucks that are passing here every day, and then you can see if you stop it for 10 minutes, it will affect the whole nation, for really. So it is very, very, very bad, very bad.
So, because this thing has already happened in Mpumalanga and in KwaZulu-Natal, perhaps what is the message to the perpetrators, maybe to calling them to stop this kind of economic sabotage?
I think I'm not good in these things, but what I'll really say is that most of the truck drivers, they are foreign nationals. So some of our South African fellows, they don't like those people. But because of the situations of our brothers across the country, we felt like we really need to come together. We know for the sake of job opportunities, people are really on a back seat. So we really feel like if there can be some where the government can intervene very, 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 very harshly, like law enforcers. We passed a lot of police just down the road, and we actually appreciate what the police are doing, but it's not easy, and it's not just like that to see things happening like this. But we wish the government can really intervene and talk to the people, and all the law enforcement, they can be around the road, because this thing, it will happen every now and then. But we think the government must just intervene so they can stop the whole thing, and so we as residents, we can be happy like everybody else. Thank you.
And then this thing, because it's happening around here, what did you hear from the people around these communities? What are they saying about this, incidents of setting alight these trucks?
Setting alight a truck is like, I don't know, it's becoming a norm now. So imagine you are just a normal driver. You're just doing your job like any family member, but somebody just came from nowhere, and then because of a certain group of individuals that they are not happy of something else, they come and set the truck alight. Simply just because they are not happy of something else. This is very, very bad. But because we are the resident of Sekhukhune side, we really, really ask for government to intervene and see if ever they can do something about it. So by what we're seeing now, it is really, really very bad.
Well, thank you so much. That is one of the motorists in this area, traveling between Limpopo and Mpumalanga. And I can tell you that the police are still investigating a case of arson and, of course, the malicious damage to property. They are calling upon anyone with information that can lead to the arrest of these perpetrators to come forward, because we understand that this issue, the modus operandi on this issue is similar to that of the incident which occurred in Mpumalanga and in the KwaZulu-Natal. So they're trying to establish whether these incidents are linked to each other.